that out. How exciting! We're in this cool city of Stonehearth, essentially. So, while I don't have a neat little paragraph written up for this week, it was mainly a continuation last week of that battle, or the battle itself. Although there was some interesting moments where Rhea fell unconscious into the water. Thaxel dove down and went to pull her out, only to have her intellect devoured, and Grip let loose. Poor Thaxel, which turned into more fun down the line. Yeah, with her wisdom still intact, she just went primal and shifted into Moon the dire wolf, which is amazing. And Rhea succeeded in all three of her death saving throws, and upon stabilizing while not returning to consciousness, she just rose and hovered out of the water with Aerie, who had dove down to save her, in tow. Literally hanging onto her toes as she's dragged up above the water. Rhea had these huge wings unfurl from behind her, and this golden sort of glow to her skin, and golden light emanating from her eyes, only to fall unconscious at the end of the battle, but stable. Was hoisted on the back of Moon slash Thaxel Direwolf. It's canon. Yes. Awesome. The party managed to... Oh, right, that's right. Moon, none the wiser. Yeah. Nice. Awesome. Yeah, it was fun. Yes, I love it. I love the dynamic that's already building. Everybody found a place to rest. Sans Grandpa Stinky that died in the process. Yeah, Thaxel played with him like a ragdoll at one point, direwolf form, as he failed to mention the dangers and threats that essentially lied before them when the party agreed to help. Just as Rhea was returning to consciousness, the party is only hours away from the subterranean entrance to the lowest level of Stonehearth. That's right about where we wrapped up the session. Now, unfortunately, Rhea won't be able to join us tonight. I have to level up everyone on the overlay. Shame on me. Everyone's level 3. Womp womp. Yeah. Which is it? Yeah. Nice. If we get to choose, then... Nice. The rock falls for you. Yeah, I know. Sorry, I have all the terrible puns and plays on words. So Ray won't be here tonight. Aerie won't make it tonight, and Malagus will be here after the break. So Rhea is actually, as she's returning to consciousness, going to attempt to stand up quickly, realizing that she has wings and being taken a fright a little bit, only to stand up too quickly and pass back out again. So because she can't be here tonight. Sorry, Rhea. So let me pull up Stonehearth here and give this the old share Rooski. So while everyone is eager for answers from Rhea, she's essentially incapacitated but stable. Of course, Thaxel, having woken up after a long night's rest, found her intelligence for. Yes, yeah, a pounding headache. uh, Demalagus mentioned he had told everyone, I believe, last night about the contact that he has that may be able to provide more information on, or a way to prevent Bardock, the High Illithid, from scrying on them. He referenced them as Hez, Storms Under, and oh, beans, Aries not here either. Did he mention that to everyone? Okay. Okay, good. Ooh, all right. I wasn't sure. I remember the two of them knew. Hmm. Nice. Yep, he or she or they are currently imprisoned in Modrigan's Embrace, the prison of Stonehearth. So, may need a way in. Aerie might have a little more information since she's. I don't know what she said, so I don't know that she said much. She seems to be moderately familiar with Stonehearth in the small discussions you've had. And Malagus, not so much, but he at least knows the name of this contact. Okay, so you guys are off in the side of the path in a small hovel, only hours away from arriving in Stonehearth. Let you guys take it away if you have any you want to do before road. Harry right behind you had just barked to at Rhea like, "You've got some explaining to do," like way too close to your ear sockets. Oh. She kind of turns and walks away like. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mhm. All right, make a perception check with advantage because you've got time as you're walking around. Mm. Okay, Dina, let's see. As you check back, there are currently no signs. But you do have a pretty strong sense. Like, there's hope if this old man made it out. There's probably going to be. They're probably not going to wipe everyone out, and there will probably the sharper, sneakier folks may Again, if it's just if old man Stinky could make it, they probably have a pretty good. If they weren't there to fight, if they. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you find one of those the crystals set to guide people along the safer path, and you find a nice place to tuck it out where it's somewhat visible. uh, mm. Not at all. Okay, neat. Okay. As you come back, everyone's sort of finished packing up their gear, um, fire put out, and all. Ares seems to be ready to go. Malagus is kind of welcomes you back. Ah, returned. I believe we're good to go then. Oh, good. Let us be underway then. How shall we take care of her? Kind of points cautiously, Rhea. Let me check the Malagus. I think he. Well, I. She knows where. May know where we're going and we're captured. I'm not very strong, but I can probably carry her for a while. We're close now. Yes. Nice. You find a pretty nice blanket too. Yeah, it's comfortable. It's nice. Definitely not for dragging people. It's perfect. Fine idea. Oh. Malagus takes a corner and looks over to Valken. Shall we? Yes. Instead of the gawk that you had gotten yesterday evening, Falcon from Direwolf Thaxel, it's now really sharp, keen look from lizard folk Thaxel's face. Okay, here we go. Excellent. Mm-hmm. Dude. Count. Mm-hmm. Okay. What a monumental waste. Thank you for checking that. Yes, I much appreciate it. What is going on? Ugh.
Well, let me see.
Okay, should be able to hear now. Again, for some reason, OBS is like, just kidding, I'm going to disable that.
Okay.
Oh, heavens.
So, what happened? We woke up and we have to go and bring everything over to
Stonehearth. Yep, Dina inscribed a message to someone she was supposed to meet, hoping they were making it out of Shadow.
Yeah.
Axel gave dagger eyes.
Be quiet, Moon Moon.
Yeah, because I don't know why my name changed to Moon Moon all of a sudden.
Yep. Oh, and Demalius and Valken are pulling Rhea along in
Using
Rhea's blanket, and Dina had a good idea to make sure. Really, it's Rhea's fault if you think about it.
For real.
She's the one that got herself knocked unconscious.
Demalius wholeheartedly agrees, and as does Aerie. She's like, I'm not helping pull that. Okay, and you guys continue the trek up to Stonehearth, and I'm going to zoom in on the map a little bit here for that. A bit of a better view. Now you're actually going to be entering from on the map where we have it. It's a very southern location.
Oh, so we're actually entering
from the very there's 3 sets of stairs. It's a center one that goes up to a little platform and then up a little bit further. And basically what you're looking at here, that's a particular section of Stonehearth, is called, well, it's the entrance to the Underdark. And as you go up those stairs into the next area, this section is called Modrigan's Fist. And Aerie, tells you, well, this is you need to be careful through here. No problem. Either careful or have some loose coin, because this is basically the constabulary of the city. Busy throughout the city. This is their headquarters. So maybe stick to the outskirts.
In other words, we have to bribe them to get in.
We can probably sneak by. They're focused mostly on, or maybe charm our way by. But if not, have some funds ready.
Is there? Wait. Are you able to fly over the wall? Or would that be really obvious?
You can try. I mean, there's space there. It's pretty cavernous.
Yeah.
I've never paid to get in anywhere in my life.
Nice. Malagus sort of takes the lead and steers, stops for a moment, thud, as you're dragging Ray up the stairs.
Well, I was going to try to go stealth-like, but nope.
I'm hanging back. These people are just, that's a little too. It's kind of like this.
Yeah, I'm kind of behind Rhea, I guess. So
okay.
I guess I'm kind of closer to you, Dina, but I'm guessing you're further than me, right?
Are you up front, Dina? Like, are you way behind?
No, I'm in the back.
Okay. In the very back? Okay. So I'll be like right in front of you.
Malagus stopped, and I fear that we may appear a bit conspicuous with this one in tow. Valken, you mentioned light, perhaps you could find a dark area. Do you have the strength to fly with her over and perhaps wait for us?
Out of character, would I have the strength to do that?
You would. It would. You have a couple rolls probably to go with it, because it's a lot of flight.
And you drop her, and she dies. You killed
So
my character, and I wasn't
Victoria.
even there.
Yeah.
What's a little head trauma between friends?
Yeah. Yes, perhaps we could
Yes.
attempt that, or
Yes. To fly with her.
very well. Ari, what is the layout beyond the walls? Ari sort of, with her teen-tude. 13. Well, there's 3 entrances. We're currently heading up the main one. We sneak through and stick along the wall, heading west. That's the main entrance up into the city. I can probably get us through, but kind of looks around at everybody. It's sort of a motley crew. Malagus as a Drow. I mean, in Thaxel, you all went through here. Thaxel, Dina, Ray all went through. I think I can get us through, just not her. So, yes, I agree with your plan, Falcon. Meet us behind one of the large statues on either side of the door to the next level of. There's plenty of darkness near the top of the statues. Lie along the ceiling and down behind one of the statues. I can. Her.
Good fun.
Everyone else
Maybe
just.
wrap her up in a blanket so that her wings aren't flopping out everywhere.
A Rhea burrito.
Just swaddle.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? Carry her like a stork?
Good.
That is entirely up to you.
I don't think my beak would.
Well, whatever you do it quickly, Ari says. I don't really have time for this. I don't. Just everyone stay behind me, keep your mouth shut, and I will take care of us.
I put my hood up so that my face is kind of in shadow.
He returns. Starts heading. And then Thaxel and Dina, which you still want to be like Thaxel and then Dina?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dina's definitely picking up the rear. That way, if things go wrong, she can kind of back off a little bit and come in separately.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to start, Valken, with you doing your first check. I think the first one's just going to be a strength check. I think lifting her off the ground is easy enough. It's taking flight with a person in tow.
Roll strength. That's a 4.
Oh.
You go to take off, and you land back down. You get like a foot or two off the ground and land back down. Ari just turns around and gives you like that hardcore teen look, like back and walking up.
I roll my eyes. I don't even know if owls can roll their eyes.
Nice. Go ahead and make another strength check if you would, Falcon, as if the rest of you make your way up to the doors. You're getting something out.
Come on. Oh,
And you take flight.
Better.
Yeah, that was better than my.
That's the first one. You get her hoisted up a bit differently. The first time, part of her, she's got the blanket wrapped around, and it's tough to get a grip and not be in the way of your wings. So you find a different way. It's sort of like, the toddler hold or the princess hold, where you kind of put her in your arms right in front of you like this, and then you're able to kind of properly take flight. You turn off the side of the stairs and leap. Like, if I get some air under my wings, this will be easier. And thankfully, it works.
Thank
And you start flying straight up towards the sea. As the rest of you approach the door, there aren't about as many guards as there were when you left. And the guards when you left, let's see, at least Tina, Thaxel, and Ray is unconscious. You had to pay like some of the shadier. You had to pay the guards. Had to pay some other shadier folks to be your contacts for the guards, so you could have this guided journey down to Shadowgate. And it's just a few guards, same as before. They all seem to be focusing their efforts on what's coming in versus, but still, you see maybe 5 or 6 guards at this door scattered about watching. Ari pulls out some papers, and for those close enough to hear, he just says, "Stay with me," turning to House Grimfury. And they nod at her with a bit of respect. 2 of them seem to recognize her and give her some respect that she's earned here. And the others, kind of look like this 13-year-old girl is coming back from the Underdark. A 13-year-old, person. Okay. And they seem to let you pass. You walk through this entire area. There are a number of guards in a large building off to the right, probably about 12 stories tall, a good 120 feet wide, and you're not quite sure how deep it is. Seems to be the main guardhouse or the barracks. Again, the constabulary. And you see guards walking about through the windows as you walk by, having lunch outside. Some of them are eating and drinking their ale, and others are practicing on some wooden dummies and straw dummies. A lot of between all the different things, there's a lot of grunting and groaning, and from all these dwarves doing their thing. Ari marches you all very confidently across the courtyard area, essentially in the center, over to this massive set of doors set in the wall with 2 huge statues of they don't appear to be dwarves. They actually appear to be elves of some kind, but you can't see their faces or their ears. They have these huge helmets on that almost look like wolf heads. I think we'll switch over to Valken for a minute, and I'll have you do a dexterity check this time, if you would, Valken.
Good. I have an advantage. Really? That's
The blanket starts to slip loose.
Oh crap.
You're able to catch her. She doesn't fall, but a good chunk of the blankets come undone and the wings pop out. One of her arms. Sort of dangling. But you continue flying through over to the statue. Do you have night vision, Jericho?
Yeah, I think we did said dark being.
You make your way over to the statue, and you can see it is pretty dark up near the head area. You were able to fly down along the back of it, and the statue is, 100-some feet tall. You fly down along the back of it, perch on some stone that's just wall behind it, and you wait until you see Ari approaching the stairs. There's a couple of guards that you saw inside the doorway, but they're out of your line of sight. Like, you could probably fly down next to the stairs and not be noticed. But what do you want to do? Bottom of the stairs.
Wait, so I've landed in their air, or
If you see on the map, there's the two big statues by the
Yeah.
door there. So
Yeah.
you're the one on the left there. You're perched on some stone jutting out of the wall behind its back. And at the
Okay.
bottom of those stairs, you see Aerie and party approaching. There are a couple of guards, but they're inside that doorway, so they can't see you.
Um.
You have
Would
Rhea
I
and
be
your
able
own-
to navigate like around to like with Rhea and kind of come out from like around and kind of
Sure.
join up with them so I kind of look like, hey, I came in through the door totally.
Nice. Yeah, make a stealth check if you're trying to traverse from the shadows. Yay, nice.
Woo.
You do just that, and in fact, you have a moment in your stealth there because you're so well hidden to pause in like this area of complete darkness and tuck her wings back into this, swaddle her back up, and carry her out over to the rest of the group. The rest of you see coming out between the statue and the side of the stairs, Falcon with Rhea.
Oh, we're Tutu off having a little fun.
Don't you know it?
We're out, Tutu.
Yikes.
Aries like, please, just behind me. So, yep, she leads you all up the stairs. A couple of guards that stop you all. I'm just gonna. They ask once again for her paperwork after they look over the party and also see, this person wrapped up in a blanket. She hands them whatever documentation she has. Seems to be a little paper booklet. House reporting back for House Grimfury. And this time, these two guards sort of pause and look over and all right, and who's that one? Yeah. Like, it's not that it's your business, but it's a comrade that fell. And the Grimfuries want her buried. When we get there. Deception check.
Deception.
Ooh. Oh my gosh, 24.
Nice.
So she lies. Well.
Yeah.
He's a pro.
She's a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
I mean, come on.
This is our fallen comrade.
Well, we don't want to upset the Grimfuries, and he gestures to the other guard that steps back. Please, see your way through. So you continue up those steps, and let me move the map forward. As you head up this really long stairway, you get to skip a lot of the. You go up a good 2 levels, and where's she gonna stop first? You know what? Let me just see if she she has something to return to her house. Thinking of where in the stairwell she stops. She says, well, the family I serve lives over here. Stop in there. Probably get a little rest. Can't keep you all there for long, but probably give you a night. At least to figure out what we want to do, or we can try and head to the commerce area if there's something we need to buy. Just want to sit and eat and discuss things. She takes a minute to sort of consider. There's the prison. We want to head right into that. I feel
You
rested,
need
but
to
Hmm.
you need to let the rest of us know how you're planning to do this with your contacts. Now, whether you want to discuss that at the commerce in the market or in the privacy of the home of the people that employ you, I would assume, or that you work for, uh, it is up to you. Personally, I think that discussing it in the market might not be the best idea, darling. But I think you need to let us all in on what exactly it is that you're planning on doing to see your little friend.
well, it's more of his friend. I know who they are. I know the name.
Can they
Let's.
do what
Hmm.
they need to do from where they are, or are we going to have to break them out?
Malagus speaks up. Well, I frankly don't know. Just know that they have the skills to do
Yes, aren't you helpful?
this. No, not as helpful as I'd like to be, I suppose, but lead, yes. I think a quiet, safe place to discuss is why I agree with you.
Well, let's
Then
go. I'm bored just standing here. Oh, that
we
was my
can hit
tongue. Whatever
we
the
can
lizards do.
we can hit the nightlife later.
Then I left.
Everything. Yes. Yeah, I think that's good. Let's go. Follow me. And about halfway up the stairwell, there's a large entrance off the left. Step through there. Up for. When you enter this huge room, a dozen or so of these pillars that were etched out of the stone, the existing stone that was there. Like this cavern was carved away around these. Is this huge open bath area. There are two large fountains of dwarves, spitting the water and everything, and there's a bunch of dwarves co-ed bath area out here in the very center. Along the left-hand side, you see a bunch of small doorways. You're not can't really see from here what they lead to, but along the right-hand wall, which is the upper wall, you see these huge, finely decorated doorways. Each one has a different symbol above it. And Aerie explains, these are the noble houses of Stonehearth, where my masters reside. There are 3 primary houses and 2 secondary. Ours is the center. Mind what you say, please. These noble houses run the city.
So that puts you in the employ of the second largest noble house of the city?
The 3 primary houses all carry equal weight.
I'm sure.
However, mine deal with all the mining and forging in the cities.
So we're in the area where the bath is, right? That little
Yes.
fountain area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would like to just walk over and kind of walk into the little bath area
Okay.
and to start like splashing water on my face. Just to kind of shake off whatever is left of this headache.
As you step in, you do feel more refreshed than you thought a bath would refresh you. The water's warm. It feels like it's heated from a spring below, and you step in a little bit further, and the more you allow yourself to be soaked, the more rejuvenating it. Your headache does start to subside.
I submerged myself in the bath.
Neat. Out of sight.
Well,
I'm like, oh, this feels so good.
Yes. It's just washing away, drawing out all of the pain and from the headache.
Nice.
And then she gets yelled at by some guards.
Not yet. I'm stealthy. I'm stealthy baiting right now.
Nice. There's a number of other dwarves. No one right in the immediate vicinity where you are, because it's a very large area. It's marble. Goes out about 10 feet around the outer perimeter in marble, and then changes back just to stone of the. But it's marble all the way down, and it goes pretty deep. There's a number of stairs down into the water further. Yeah, you take a little bit of time to recover. There's other loud dwarves down the way doing the same. So it's all gone. As you come out, you actually have 5 temporary.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes, I'm ready for this day.
So I'm kind of like pretending I have hair and just doing
Nice.
shake.
All
right, I'm ready.
Good. Well, it's
Are we doing
like I see you're enjoying the bath.
It was refreshing.
Indeed, special. But yes, let's get her in before
We attract more attention.
Aerie turns and starts leading everyone over to the Grimfury household, which is again that center one. All enter through here. It's quite a sight to behold. There's almost this sourceless light that is just illuminating the hallways in here. You don't see any area that it's emanating from. It fills the hall. Again, beautiful marble walls and pillars and golden bases around the pillars and trim along the walls. Beautiful red carpet that runs down the center. You walk down the initial hallway has a room just for weapon racks for people visiting and larger entertainment. A reading room, a coat room. There's just a room for everything. Aerie continues to walk you down until she encounters one of the house help. He comes out. Yeah.
I make note of where the reading room is.
Okay. Gentleman comes up. Miss, you're home. Well, I see you have guests. We weren't really prepared for guests, but we can make do. Is all well? What do you need of me? Yes, well, accommodations for my friends and food. And let the masters know that I returned with the goods. Yes, ma'am, of course. And he runs off, and you hear him sort of barking some orders to some of the other help. They prepare things. Aerie invites you in a little bit further, and there's a very large room with a number of super soft couches. I mean, looking around, it's almost too nice to sit on. But there's a number of couches about, tables, reading chairs. There's a large, even though there's not a fireplace per se, like there's no chimney down here, but there is like a built-in fireplace that has nothing burning inside or anything like that. With a beautiful mantle with a bunch of antiques up on top, a big painting above it, the head. The two heads of the house, husband and wife, it would seem, based on the image. They're sitting. It's like a prom picture, basically.
So like they're like the man standing up, and
yeah.
she's like sitting next to like a small Roman pedestal.
Except it's in reverse. He's sitting.
With that hand pose, yes.
Oh yes,
yeah.
Oh yes, because
well, just sit down. Whatever. Try not to break anything. Because
Dina arches an eyebrow and immediately
I know, and then
starts
I start
wandering.
looking around like,
Yep.
Okay,
And I am cataloging.
is
Cataloging
there
and evaluating.
Nice.
is there anything small that wouldn't be missed
There's a number of knickknacks in here.
that would be something that could be?
Yeah. Aries keeping a pretty careful eye out, but if you wanted to try and nick anything, you're welcome to do like a sleight of hand. See, but
Yeah.
okay, yeah, make a sleight of hand if you would. I mean, there's so many things here. There's silverware. It looks like it's worth a lot more than its weight in silver.
16.
You start walking over, and Aerie just looks over at you with those cold, dead eyes. Like, they'll know.
Creepy little girl. Dina's got her hands behind. She's put the hood back. She's got her hands behind her back. As she's just assessing everything, taking stock of. I mean, she's essentially trying to estimate their wealth based on the possessions in this room and what she's seen so far.
Gotcha. Yeah, they appear to be among high nobility, where they just have money to burn on.
Okay. Anything that shows that they might be connected to the people the kind of people I might be looking for, the ones that I'm been wanting to reach out and contact. The reason why I'm down here in the first place.
Gotcha. Okay, I will send you a message.
All right.
Do it on my Twitter. I have to do it on Twitter because I can't pull.
All right.
Right. So y'all sit and wait for a little bit to make sure. Yep. Good. Before send you a message in a minute.
Okay.
Some food is brought out. Probably, I mean, it took a couple hours from morning time, so it's mid-morning, brunch time, basically. There's some coffee, some tea, some food. Nothing too heavy. But you're asked, you know, if there's anything in particular you all want. You're being catered to. Sure.
do we have somebody?
Oh, yay.
Hey!
Hey, Randy! Yeah, huzzah!
Huzzah!
Let me switcheroo us here.
I'm the big one now.
Easily now, we do a quick swapperoo. Thank you, Randy. I'm glad you could make it a little bit earlier. That's exciting.
We're casing the joint right now.
Yes.
Where Aerie lives.
Yeah, super wealthy, Demalagus. They appear to be super wealthy. She mentioned that there are 5 noble families down here in Stonehearth, and that there are 3 primary, 2 secondary, and the family that she serves is one of the 3 primary ones. They are in charge of all the mining and forging that's done down here. So they have a lot of respect from the people. She's returning something from Reclamation Day that she was charged with getting. And
do you wonder what that could be?
Nice. All right, we get the last one here. Andy. And
Plot
that's
twist, it's not that thing.
yeah. Dun, dun, dun.
It's another, even more powerful artifact.
Yeah.
Oh. And basically, Demalagus, you and Valken devised a plan to sneak in here, where you had Valken fly with Rhea, who's essentially incapacitated. Had him fly her in, basically, and it worked. A little scary. There was a failed deck save, but he pulled it together. Yeah. All right, that's going to be good enough for now with the videos. All right. That is Malagus. And Axel. Hooray! So you've been served. You've been given food. You're here checking out this incredibly wealthy people's estate, and finally, there are the two people in the portrait arrive, wife and then the husband. They come out. I mean, I'd say like they own the place, but they do. You know, very very confident, a lot of swagger. The two of them. Well, you made it back, Ari. Excellent, excellent. Well, you found what we were looking for, then, yes? The husband says, and he says, "Yep." The woman says, "And who are these people? What are they doing here?"
We're the ones that made sure she got here alive.
Oh, well, I guess we owe you then, don't we? Gerard,
Yes,
see
you
that
do.
these people are duly compensated for bringing Ari back, would you? And one of the servers, yes, ma'am, runs off. A small halfling scurries away. Let's see, where are we? Boop.
You have a lovely home, by the way.
Oh,
Very nice.
thank you, thank you. Well, that's just what comes along with being a Grimfury. We, you know that we run all the mining down here, mining operations and forging operations.
Ari said something about that. I imagine any number of generations you've been here.
Oh, indeed, indeed. Countless, countless. This is, Stonehearth has been the home of our family and the other noble families for countless history, and culture is so rich here, richer than this very vein here, a crystal. And he kind of points over to an area behind some other furniture with some, basically some robes hung from the ceiling, and kind of draws that back, and there's this beautiful vein of gold that has on the outer parts these crystal formations growing off of it, and it just streaks right down, and then disappears out of sight, runs through the whole house. That does.
That is the most beautiful view I've ever seen. Stunning, simply stunning. There is nothing to compare on the surface with that.
Kind of gives you a nod, feeding right into it. And the woman says, "Yes, well, Ari, you said that you have the item yet?" And she pulls open her cloak, reaches into different pocket than you've seen her pull her book from, and a different pocket than where the item. Right, I think she has it wrapped in something in her pocket.
Yeah, she has it wrapped in
Okay.
handkerchief or something.
Yeah.
He pulls out this tiny statuette. It looks ancient. This thing is old, centuries old at least. To the layman. Yep. here it is. And she kind of, you can see her, looking a little proud at the job she did. And they come over and of course you got it, Harry. Of course you did. Well, let's see. And the woman takes it and gives it an evaluation here.
And I go to smack their hands. Not kidding.
Nice. Go for it. Yeah. Yes. Well, let's. Why don't you all join us? Yes, join us for the honors here. Let's go place it in the mantle. And she invites sort of everyone to follow the two of them. They turn. Aerie follows. Anyone else want to follow?
Oh yeah, definitely following.
I'm gonna stay a little bit behind, but I'm still like following.
And I want to get as good a look as the statuette as I can.
Okay, make an investigation check if you would, Dina. I'll say Rhea is on a couch, like facing the other direction. They didn't even notice her, but she's resting comfortably. Are you guys okay with leaving her there? Did you want to do anything with?
As long as nobody seems to be noticing or bothering her, might as well just leave her be.
I'll just kind of keep like a side view. Like since I'm kind of keeping back, I'll just kind of every once in a while glance over.
And let me see.
Would a ink pen work for drawing a mustache on her, or would that
probably not so much? No.
Okay. Then
maybe some charcoal or something else. Yeah.
I'll have to get a marker of magic.
Let's see, Dina. Gosh, I'm drawing a complete. What was it you were looking for again? Investigating.
I wanted the statuette. I want to get a good look at it, see what it is, what it's made of. If I get an idea of what it might be, if this is, I've heard of things called figurines of power, and wondering if that's maybe.
It's tough to tell. They're so eager. They've got these huge fat hands they grab them with. Being dwarves, they've just got these massive meat hooks, and it's a heavily obscured, but it's some type of stone. It definitely looks very old, and it appears to be carved almost like a possibly dwarven in shape, like a dwarf.
Okay.
For their D&D game, huh? I'm just kidding.
It's a mini. It's great. They've got an old stone mini. Wonderful.
But they play with the fantasy world. People have strange machines.
All right. Trying to write your message too. I'm terrible at multitasking.
That's all right. When you get a chance.
Neat, thanks. All right, you guys carry on now. Thaxel, I guess make an investigation check, or I'll let you a perception or investigation because it can really be either in this case, and I'll let you choose.
I'll do perception. You said perception or investigation?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll do perception. Yeah, I perceive something.
You think you see one of the people come over with the cloth, dipping a cloth in some water in a pail and wringing it out and putting it down on Rhea, where her head was on the other side of the couch. Like they're probably caring for her. Let's see. I'm just going to send you this for now. I'll ask me any questions and I'll follow up. I think that's what you were asking about.
Right.
You go down another couple of halls. It really is this labyrinthian, palatial homestead. There's turns and corners and rooms that go in four directions. And you were walking for a good 5 minutes until you enter another large room, another huge mantle across the way. This one about 2 or 3 times the size of the previous fireplace and mantle you saw. This one doesn't seem to have, has a section where maybe you could light something, but there's no flue, nothing like that. And the mantle itself seems to be part of the wall, like this room was maybe even built around this stone structure. You see a number of these little statuettes in place already along different sections on top of this mantle. The woman walks over and takes the item, gives it a look, looks underneath, and looks up on top of the mantle, and blows some dust out. Sets this down. You notice as she does that, there's little sockets, inlaid sockets, where this fits perfectly into.
Are these? Could I do an Arcana check to see if this is magic related?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And if everyone wants to do a perception check, just as you're...
That 20, yeah.
Woo!
You definitely get that feeling of magic emanating from this.
From all of them, or
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming from all of them from this collection. How many pieces are missing? Do I get a sense of how many pieces are missing and how many there are in total would make the set?
If you're looking specifically for that, you can do an investigation check if you want.
Wrong one.
All right.
Let's see. So Thaxel,
That is the wrong die. That was the correct die.
Thaxel, Valken.
I did.
The DC for investigation is a little bit lower, so Dina too. And what did yeah.
What, do investigation or?
No, it was just Dina. She saw this and specifically started looking. The rest, that's what the perception check was for. For the rest of you, just as you're sort of taking it all in, you notice that there are 2 sockets remaining empty. Just 2. About 11 or so of these statuettes already.
He's collecting a whole Hummel set.
Mm.
Maybe.
And there's magic coming off of even the hearth, even the mantle. This structure is.
Okay. Are they? I'd like to step a little closer, and just like you would look at an exhibit at a museum, where you get as close as you can to the rope of the glass with your hands behind your back, and kind of lean forward and look as closely as you can at each item individually, as close as they'll let me get.
They are a little bit guarded as they turn around and see you, walking forward. Like, sorry, this is a bit dangerous and very, very important to us. The man said.
Oh, of course. I just wanted to admire the craftsmanship. These are beautiful pieces.
Oh, yeah. Centuries upon centuries old. Yes, we are. I mean, they
How
kind of
long
look.
has it taken you to collect them?
Better part of a century, I'd say. Very hard to find these. We're a bit of collectors, and they kind of chuckle at each other.
Yeah. Do you have other collections that are similar?
Nothing quite like this, no.
I'd ask, what exactly are these?
Well, that's a bit of a family secret. Don't share that with yes, I'm sure you'll understand, but
Yeah.
a lot of sentimental value, let's say, belongs in our family.
Okay.
But Eri, fine work, and are these friends of yours? Then they brought you back here alive. Where is Gerard? You know what? She's actually gonna get kind of a look. I guess just make not that you're trying to be stealthy, but just make a stealth check as you're sort of mixed in with the party, and there's kind of a lot going on. I want to see, how much she singles you out.
She sees you.
Yeah. And Ari, what are you doing with this bloke? There's over at Demalagus. You what's your business here with our Ari? Oh, you might be muted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
you
dare
muted.
you?
Fine, don't answer me then. See what that's.
Out, Kerr, out.
Oh, well, so have you guys heard anything?
No. we
No,
haven't heard
sorry,
you say
Randy.
anything.
No. You started saying it
We
and you
thought
were
you were
like,
being quiet. Just
I was like, oh, it's
Okay, so is that better?
yes.
yes.
Good. I must have not had my mic plugged in all the way. I had to play with the
Oh.
cords, and the cats are
No
going
worries.
crazy. Of course.
Cats, always the cats.
Yes.
She loves Dad's cords, don't you, man?
Awesome. You're so fun.
Daddy, I like to bite those things. Yes, and I'd like it if you didn't. But all right, I should answer the Clem. Come on, go back here. Okay, I'm gonna answer this question. Who am I? How do I know Aaron? Well, we were sort of lumped together, but I've been with Ares since we left Shadowgate. I'm a member of the Archangine from Shadowgate.
Just gonna do a check for her. Okay. See. Well, see why she made it safely then. I guess. I guess you're welcome to stay, all of you, for a little while. Kind of looks over at Ben, who's just sort of grimacing.
Well, we wouldn't want to impose, but one night would be lovely. And after all, we are guests in your city, guests here. It would be very kind of you to allow us to stay for an evening.
I'll do one more check just 'cause there's so much nastiness. But yes, well, I suppose you brought our Eri back to us, so yes, certainly. Really matters, yes. I mean, this is a day to celebrate, so please, all of you are welcome. Stay, make yourselves at home. Eat, be merry.
Is there someplace we can freshen up? Really, we've been traveling for days and days through the tunnels. It's just been it's horrible.
That sounds horrible, and smells horrible. Yeah, why don't you all take a?
I give the dwarf a look.
she
Wait,
was
get compensated yet?
No. She was like,
No,
"Where's
we have
Gerard?" Yeah.
Okay.
She was mostly looking at Demalagus when she said it because she's not able to swallow all her emotions.
I'm guessing Gerard might have been a Duradar.
Well, there's a path here in the East Wing. To kind of give some directions. There's a bath the floor above, bath on the other wing. You know, just to close your eyes, walk around, you'll find a bath. Plenty around. At this point, that little halfling comes running back in. Ma'am, I've returned with, I wasn't sure how much to get, but so I just brought a few satchels for you. I hope that's all right. And he's, sort of like doing a lot of bowing and not making too much eye contact as he brings up the silver serving tray that has like 3 large pouches of coin on it. And he brings it over to her. She takes it and she just, tosses it in her hand, feels the weight of each one. Yes, these will do. And she picks up 2 of them and holds them out to whomever.
I will.
Nice.
I'll take one.
Okay. Yoink,
Thanks.
yoink.
Thank you. Very kind.
They're pretty heavy. They likely, when you're ready to check anyway, they probably have a decent amount.
Can I guesstimate just by the weight?
Yeah, make I guess either a wisdom check just from knowing, having experience of kingdom, or an intelligence check if you want to sort of calculate it. It's tough without seeing what type of metal it is, but go ahead.
Let's do intelligence.
You win the counting beans contest.
Gina's pretty accurate when it comes to assessing these kind of things.
You would ballpark it. The pouch that you have, you probably ballpark it around 200 to 250 gold pieces or so.
All right.
Dang.
You're most generous and most kind. Thank you.
It's nothing.
I'm sure.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
All right. She, thanks Gerard, and he scurries back out with the final bird.
Wait, was there a third? Oh, so there was a third one.
There was. It's still in the tray. She didn't offer that one to you guys. She just held up. He wasn't sure how much to how much to bring, so we just brought a bunch.
Can I kind of like watch as he scurries off to see where he goes? Because I want to try to
Sure. He leaves the room. You see him head right down back toward the room that you all came from, where Rhea is.
All right. I just, without saying anything, or I kind of just do one of these, and I follow the halfling because I gotta go check on Rhea.
Nice. All right.
So I just leave.
Perfect. And they sort of give, farewell to you, you in return, and to everyone. If you need anything, ask. If you need anything, ask the help. Make yourselves at home, and keep your hands to yourself. He says to Demalagus. We'll know if anything's missing. Just like there's just they're ornery. You're giving your.
I look at Demalagus and go, "Oh, usually they talk to me like that."
So I'm gonna try to go ahead and if I'm out of the room, I kind of want to stealthily go follow the halfling.
All right, roll a stealth check for that.
Yes, I can do that. Nope.
Oh, well, it depends on his perception. Wait a second.
Or mouse.
This depends on his modifier. Yeah, let's check. Okay, you actually have to roll again because you tied.
Okay.
Okay. Negative
Wow.
1. Yeah. Yeah, that's better.
Come on. Better.
Okay. By
Nice.
2 points. It would seem he doesn't notice. He's just scurrying, clink, 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 clink. He's got his little fast footfalls down the hallway, and you're just stealthily walking behind. He cuts down through the room that Rhea is in. You do see again the servant sort of wringing out that cloth and patting down Rhea's face again. She's still mostly swaddled in the blanket. No one's opened it yet.
Okay, yeah, because I kind of did one of those, just glance over real quick. And then...
And you continue following him. He goes down at least a 50-foot length of hallway, turns right down another hallway, and then almost immediately turns left into a small room. He goes to close the door behind him, but you can be as close to him as you want.
I would like to. Sorry, you said he's closing the door?
He's starting to, but you're right behind him if you know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be as close to him as I can, and I kind of don't want him to, or if he closes the door, I kind of want to sneak one of my little talons in if I can, just to, not let it shut.
Okay. He doesn't close it that hard. As a halfling, it's a pretty heavy oak door.
Okay.
Imported oak. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So given your stealth check and everything, I don't think that would be a problem to just doesn't latch.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. Kind of listen and open it just a little. Try to see if I can look in.
Okay.
Do I see anything?
Make a quick perception check just to see like what you soak in as you peek through.
Not much.
Well, you see the angle's a little awkward, you know, because it's only open
Okay.
so much. But you see it's essentially a pantry, medium-sized pantry. A lot of food storage in here, cupboards with glass fronts, so you can see in the sacks of grain, and then a bunch of seasonings, all sorts of stuff stored in here. And you hear a stool being sort of dragged across the floor. It sounds like it's in the back of the room. You hear a cupboard open, and then you hear, I guess I just have to describe the sound. You hear like a tunk, tunk. And then a cupboard
Okay.
close.
Okay. Do I start hearing him like his footsteps come closer to me now, or?
You hear the stool getting dragged back into place.
Okay, so from there, is there like a place that I can kind of duck behind just in case he tries to come back out?
Yeah, as you've walked by a number of statues that line the hallway, so I think you're pretty tall.
I am.
Right? Yeah.
Like 6 foot or something.
Okay. Yeah, you can probably, I guess, make a fresh stealth check to try and sneak. You've got some time, so you can do it with advantage because you've got some time here. You haven't seen anyone else in this section of the hallway.
Okay.
But there is this like omnipresent light. So okay, 21. All right, you managed to find a particularly wide statue with a big shield on the front, and it gives you just enough room to kind of hunch down sideways and over. And
Can he be a statue himself?
Nice. Yeah, he doesn't notice you at all. You hear the door. Huh. Says as he goes to open the door, thinking he'd shut it all the way. Walks out, shuts the door, do a fast little footfalls back down towards the direction you came from.
Okay. So I kind of look around, and I go over to the door, and I try to open it.
It opens up.
Okay. I walk in, I close the door.
Okay.
Looking around, kind of heading to where I think he was at, or do I see multiple stools, or was there just one, or?
There's a stool. It's not quite a rectangular room. It's almost an L-shaped room. So as you walk in, it's really wide, and then in front of you is a wall that comes across and then goes down further into the L part of the room. And in the very back, you see this whole left-hand wall is lined with these cupboards with the glass-paned fronts. And in the very back to the right, you see a little stool off in the corner.
Okay, I head over to the stool, and I drag it away.
Mm-hmm.
And you said there was a cabinet there?
Yep, just across the end is a number of cabinets on that whole wall.
A number? Okay, so wherever the stool was in front of, I guess, I'm going to try for that cabinet.
They're across from where the stool is. The stool's like sort of up against a wall with some other crates and stuff. But if you make a
okay. I see what you're saying. Okay, so I guess I don't even need the stool then because I'm so tall. Is there one that I could reach that maybe he needed the stool to get up?
Yeah.
Okay, I go for that one.
Neat. You see maybe like 6 of them here, but make a perception check as you're examining these because they all look like inside is just it's that wavy glass, so you can sort of see what's inside, but not quite.
That was the worst roll.
Yeah, I think you're just, they all look the same. So I guess you can just kind of go through if you want.
Yeah, if I can, I'm just gonna go. I guess I'll just open all of them.
Okay. Just have to check something. Wow. Okay, you're like you're feeling lucky today, and you go through each one. They're all nice and quiet as you open close. And it's not until you get to that center one in the bottom, you open it up, and while on the front it looks through that wavy glass as though there's a couple small sacks of grain or something. You open it up, and there's a steel door behind it. You close it. It looks like something was painted just behind the glass to look like food. You open it up, and there's this metal box of some sort. It has this big steel handle on it that can be turned, and what looks like, gosh, like an old rotary phone almost. Not quite a safe, knob, but a little steampunky.
Nice. Let's see. I don't know if Daxel would be familiar with anything like this.
I don't even know what.
Or yeah, not even know. I was like, she's good at making tools, but not like that. Let's see. I guess she would try to just grab the little lever and pull it down and see if she can open it.
Okay. So it's highly unlikely that it's, but I like having everyone roll just in case. So roll a strength check. Like the DC's through the roof, and I don't even know if you have the bonus in strength.
Probably not.
But
you said a strength check?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on. Wow.
You
there.
That's just it's locked up.
Okay.
Natural 20. She breaks the.
I break it down. Let's see.
As Thaxel considers what to do, we'll take our bio break, and that'll give you a little time.
Yeah. Yes, I'll think about it.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Dina at this point is probably going, "Where did Daxel go?
How did we misplace our 6-foot lizard boat?"
Yeah. Lizard.
Yeah.
She's fine. They're only watching me.
Where's Moon Moon?
Where's Moon?
Moon Moon.
Awesome.
She's gonna wonder why until like one of us like drunkenly tells her that
that I was dumb.
No.
Don't do it. Yeah.
No.
Awesome. I'm gonna go fire up a fresh cup of coffee, and so for those who don't know, anyone watching, we take our bio break here, 8 to 10 minutes or so. We'll keep streaming. Everything will be on, and as we get back, we can chat with you until we fire back up. And yeah, so we'll catch you all in a little bit.
Yeah.
Da, 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 do, do, da. And an enemy attacks. No, just kidding. Hello, chat. Bring up chat. Steph, how's it going?
Are you just singing to yourself now?
Always. It's probably a medical condition.
Oh no.
Awesome. Neat. All right, gonna pull up chat here now that I can. Oh yeah, Steph. Oh yeah, that's sad to think about, Randy. That Steph might not get along. I don't know. I think Steph's character in Stormfall would probably get along with anyone, even if they're a drow. Steph. No Christmas mugs yet. I need to get like 10 episodes in before I start breaking out like year-round Christmas stuff.
No, Christmas is off limits until Christmas.
Every holiday is off limits until it is within 2 weeks of that holiday.
Well, no, wait a minute.
Okay,
Like
a month.
Halloween.
Okay,
Yeah.
Halloween, the 1st of October.
Yes, for sure. I love Halloween too.
I mean, I'll probably start a week before, but that's not like people starting 2 months before Christmas and be like, "Hey, it's Christmas."
People
like,
are talking Halloween already.
I know, isn't it fantastic?
Okay, yes, it is.
Yeah, right?
I guess Halloween is the best holiday that has ever graced our nation, period.
What, Halloween?
Yes.
Yeah, Halloween,
Halloween.
is the big holiday for us as well.
Okay,
I love
neat.
it.
We got a bunch of decorations. Christmas is still my fave, and Thanksgiving is second because I love to cook, and that's like, the meal to make in the year.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But Halloween's like right there tied with Thanksgiving.
I just love it because it's like fall is starting.
Yes.
Yeah. Halloween is better than Christmas.
Nice.
I agree. This is why we're getting married close to Halloween.
Awesome.
Yes, I am excited. Like, no, we're not having a costume wedding. Screw that noise. But
right.
it could be a costume like bachelorette party. I don't know yet.
Right.
Yeah, but we still got like a year, so we're fine.
Okay, neat.
Yeah.
That's reminded me of a video. I didn't watch it fully because it was a hard video to watch, of a couple that did a like Pokemon wedding.
Oh gosh.
Okay,
and
that's
like all the bridesmaids and groomsmen dressed up as Pokemon types or something. And the bride and groom did like a Pokemon battle. It's like, aw, but this is super cringy to watch.
Yeah.
There's that level when you take it just a little too far.
I agree. I did have a friend get married about 2 weeks ago. Their first dance was a lightsaber dance, but they only did just a little bit of that, and then it cut to like Whitney Houston or something, and they dropped the sabers and then did the whole little like first dance, and that was cute.
Neat.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't the chicken dance.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness, but yeah. I have seen some costume weddings though, and I don't know. I can't do it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if they're both super into it, and that's,
I guess it would have to depend on the level of what you did it.
Yeah.
I mean,
like
the only
if
thing
both were like professional cosplayers, it's like, oh, that'd be interesting.
There's theme weddings, and then there's, really, that's what you wore? Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
everybody
like
had
the
to dress
table-
to this new generation
Yeah.
uniform?
I mean, see, like I want like the table to
Wait,
have
the
like a couple
spandex or
different
the
things, but
wool?
ew, no.
The spandex or the wool of the next generation? The
Ugh,
spandex
no.
was when was the early stuff when I forget who made Star Trek when he was still alive.
Gene Roddenberry.
Yeah, and then when he died, they got rid of it because it smelled and was uncomfortable.
I did not know that.
Can we stop wearing these, please? No one's washing them.
No one's washing.
Yeah, I think that like the show took like a slightly different creative direction because
My favorite Star
he,
generation.
yeah. Well, the later stuff is really good.
Are you excited that Jean-Luc's coming back though?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I'm
Yes.
kind of
Yes. Yes.
interested in what way the series, or like what.
I mean, he hasn't aged a day.
It's ridiculous.
First of all, because he drinks Earl Grey tea hot all the time.
Nice.
So, like, I want his entrance back on the show to just be like, tea, Earl Grey.
Oh, that would be amazing, wouldn't it? Oh.
And I would lose my shit. Like, that would be
Yes.
amazing.
Will they have Wesley Crusher come in and he'll slap him?
Yes!
Shut up,
Will
Wesley.
Wheaton needs to be back on the show.
That would be so
I don't-
amazing.
I don't think
I would
he'll do
love
it.
to have Will Wheaton come in like a commander's uniform or a captain's uniform.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes!
He's the new Traveler, right? Didn't he end up being like the going with the Traveler, whatever it was? The thought is the next level of consciousness guy.
I thought he
you?
just I thought he left the show when he just went to go and or he got accepted into academy. I'm not sure if
I
he was
feel
in
like
the
he made
later
it
stuff.
back because I remember him pausing time and the Traveler was like, "Yeah, that's just the beginning of what you can do. So come chill with me." Creepy single dude.
You mean like Q?
Yeah,
I don't
something along those
remember.
lines. Anyway, such a good show. Yeah, I'm really excited.
Yep.
I don't care. Patrick Stewart's back. I'll watch it. It's amazing.
Because he's amazing.
Yes.
Oh, kitty!
It's all comfy and looking back. Hey, kitty
Hey.
kid.
What's up?
Is
That's
he going to be on like another show?
Yeah, he's coming back as Jean-Luc Picard. We don't know like the
Yes.
format around that, but
Yeah,
we just recently announced it.
because I think Discovery was supposed to take place even before the show
Mhm.
that was the
Original
prequel.
series.
Yeah.
Discovery
Yeah,
is
so there
before
was like
original series.
there was Star Trek, and then the show before that was some other one. I forget what it was. So this is the show even before that, which is
All right, I guess they'll get us fired back because we can talk about Star Trek all night. I feel like that could be its own show. Just us talking about these things because there's so much to talk about.
Just nerd culture. Love
Yes. All right, let's see. Faxel, you know what? Let me first extra suspense. I'll jump back to everyone else that's still milling about. Where did everyone else end up?
I feel like being really weird and asking to help if they have any chocolate cake.
Okay.
Because I would just think that I probably would never have had chocolate cake, and I probably would have heard of it. But
Okay.
Is that a thing?
You find your way back out to that original room where Rhea is, and find a comfortable seat to try a couple seats out, and they're all you just sink into so far. It's like you just they're too comfortable to get comfortable. Yeah. Before may I help you, sir? Another halfling comes up, different, not Gerard, but blonde hair. She has just starting to wrinkle a little bit. Still has a very cheery demeanor. Sir, may I help you? What can I get for you?
Yes. Would you happen to have any chocolate cake?
Chocolate cake, I believe. The maid, certainly.
Sure.
Oh, how much would you like?
Just I guess whatever
cake.
would be a
A
person.
chocolate,
Yeah.
a chocolate cake.
Yes.
The Fire cake very well. Yes, we can
Yes.
do that. It takes
Thank you.
about an hour. Yes. My pleasure. Anything else, please let us know. Kind of bows away a couple times as she's, walking backwards. Turns and scurries with that fast pace they all seem to have here. Demalgus, what are you up to?
So I'm doing the opposite of what Thaxel and everyone else is doing. I am keeping myself in plain sight. Everyone can see me. I'm keeping my hands to myself. I'm not
Somebody's
ordering
gonna steal
anything,
something and he's gonna...
and even if someone asks me if I'd like something, I will politely decline, and I will just drink out of my water skin and eat some rations.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'll probably just I think Demalagus would find a quiet place to sit and probably write in his journal.
Ah, okay.
Or he takes his notes.
Gotcha. Okay. There is a nice spot that strikes that perfect balance between like kind of being off by yourself in the corner, but also visible. And like I'm right here with a little table and a comfortable chair you can nestle into. Very, very comfortable. Find it a little hard to concentrate as it's just like after sleeping on rock for the past few days.
Yeah.
It's just and then bringing us back to, I'll say Aries probably there in that main room too. Probably hovering-ish near Rhea because she's alarmed by the whole wings and the golden glow and wants to keep a careful eye on her and also doesn't want to cause a bunch of trouble here at the house with her employers. Keeping the blankets sort of tucked and tucked in. Meanwhile, Thaxel down a hallway and around a corner.
Yes. Okay. So I'm still just like, I don't know what to do with this box thingy.
Dean has kind of noticed that our lizard has gone wandering and is going to go looking for Moon.
Okay.
I can make. No, I can't do that. I think I'm going to try and produce flame.
Okay.
And maybe. Well, wait, no. No.
You can roll an investigation check while you're thinking.
Just kind of like, and I start like hitting the buttons or whatever else is around it.
It sort of spins around kind of like a rotary phone, except it's you do feel the tension like a rotary phone would have, but it has a bunch of it's like a big sprocket with little sprockets behind it and a bunch of mechanical bits are set into the front of this. And you're able to pull it around, and when you let go, it kicks back a certain distance, and then when you go to push it in the same direction, it doesn't work. You actually have to spin it in the opposite direction, and it resets itself. It seems like you do it 3 times, and then you hear like a click sound, but the door still seems to be locked. I think there's probably 3 sequences that need.
Okay.
Only 999 more.
I will take my time. Could I try to see if I can figure out a sequence like randomly?
Yeah.
Besides the one that I just did. So like, I think I'm kind of smart enough to figure out there's some sort of pattern.
Yep.
I want to try to find it.
Roll an intelligence check to see if you can kind of problem solve.
Okay. Intelligence.
Dina, so far, we'll say you've gotten down like the first hallway. You kind of, saw her headed in this direction. And I'll say that you're sort of at the 4-way intersection of hallways currently. Another.
All right, sounds good.
11. Oh my gosh. It's not quite enough to figure out like how to bypass. So as you're sort of considering, even though, let me roll something. Okay, all right. You do see that out of there are 9 different holes basically you can use, and there are 3 that are very worn out. Not very worn out, but worn out than the others that are in like pristine condition.
Okay.
Hmm.
Can I? What are the numbers on the worn out 3?
Well, they're more symbols than numbers, but we'll say for sake of fantasy trans. 1, let's see, 1, 7, and 9.
Okay.
If it were a rotary phone.
1, 7. I try 7, 1, and 9.
The bomb is armed.
Nice.
Cut the green wire.
The green wire.
Awesome. So you start to do that, Dina. I would say make let's do perception versus stealth. As you're trying to be quiet, Thaxel, if you can roll a fresh stealth, and Dina just for
Me?
this,
Okay.
yeah, and perception for Dina as you're like, okay, I know she went down here, and now you're listening. Oof. Oh, it's a tie! Amazing.
I mean, it was a natural 20. I just have a -1.
Lame.
Nice. I'll probably still have you roll again because technically
Okay.
the 1s and 20s only are guaranteed on attacks.
Okay.
Okay.
So roll another perception.
Yeah, and another stealth. If you guys get it. Oh my! So close again. You hear this. So Axel, as you're doing this second thing, it doesn't work, and you let out this quiet little hiss of frustration that Dina, you happen to hear. Because you're right there, in the doorway to the left. You through there, you hear that. Feel your hiss.
Yeah, I'm going to just kind of make sure the coast is clear
It is.
and push my way in. And then I'm going to walk right up behind Thaxel and just kind of stand there like this and watch.
Nice.
And I'm going to study the mechanism while Thaxel is messing with it, trying to figure it out.
So, okay, I'm going to try 9, 7, 1. And as I'm doing that, I grab my scimitar and I pull it up and I just turn it around because I felt the presence.
Nice. You turn around, you see, this newly familiar tiefling with the ruby speckled forehead and tail whipping quietly behind her, just watching Astooth the safe.
It's just you.
Yeah, there's fire sparking off of her fingertips right now when you swing around with the blade. It's kind of like just as the blade was a reaction, this is the reaction. Yes.
Okay, so I kind of just relax and sheathe my blade.
Would you like some help?
Only if I get to keep majority of whatever's behind that door.
51-49.
I was thinking more 75-25.
40-60.
I'm 60, you're 40.
Fair.
Deal. We
All
shake
right.
on it.
Yep. I said, you keep watch. And I pull out my thieves' tools.
Okay,
Nice.
I just got excited. Okay, so I'm kind of watching both because I want to see what she's doing with this weird contraption
Mhm.
and keep a watch.
You're supposed to be watching to make sure nobody comes in.
Watching the door.
Nice. All right, Dean, go ahead and let me see if I added it in your thing here yet. You have the thieves tool. Oh, you don't.
I do have thieves' tools.
Do you have a proficiency with it yet?
I don't know that I do.
Not yet. That's okay. You have the tools, so you won't get the proficiency bonus, but
let
Mhm.
me check something real quick
Mhm.
because I don't know if my background gives me a proficiency with a set of tools or not.
Gotcha.
I forgot to check that. Where is it? I know I have it somewhere here. There we go.
Just a gaming set or musical instrument.
Okay, for inheritor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can check on the main tab. You can click on the red dragon next to inheritor, and it'll pull up.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if
Mhm.
that was All right. So no, I don't have proficiency with them, but I do have them, and I've used them before.
Mm-hmm. You'll have it'll be a lower DC basically for you to access because you're using the tool.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll a dexterity check.
All right. Oh.
You start, working with your tools, and it bends one of the sprockets a little bit, and you stop. Like, well, I don't want to keep putting pressure on that. But when you go to open the door, you test it. Like, maybe that worked. It unlatches. You hear ka-chink. Kind of echoes through the room. That'll alert you a little bit as you're like, oh my gosh, I'm seeing this. It may or may not have unlocked on Thaxel's last attempt.
I didn't even try it either.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Yeah. I'm like, why hasn't she tried the door?
I was like, oh wow.
She did input a combination.
Oh my god.
So it swings open. You see, in this safe, it's relatively small, but you see the pouch that was on the tray earlier. You see a pocket watch, golden pocket watch, and you see some papers.
I hold up a finger to Thaxel. I would like to do an Arcana check to see if there's magic present.
Okay.
I think that's wise.
Okay. It didn't pop up. That was weird. Oh, stop it.
There we go.
Okay. You don't sense any magic coming from the safe or items.
Can I check for traps?
Go for it. Yeah, make an investigation check to see if you.
Little do you know, you guys are already dead.
Stepped into the ethereal plane.
Oh, dang it. I'm sorry, you said investigation, right?
Yes, please. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I know nothing.
No traps. Wow.
Nice.
You check it and you're like, I don't see anything.
Good job.
That's like the second nat one tonight. Terrible. Okay, this looks safe to me. So, are you gonna reach in and grab it, or?
Be my guest. Dina steps back 10 feet, 15 feet.
She pauses at 10.
Into the next hallway.
All right.
I'm
She's
thinking
on the other side of the house.
And she steps back 10,
Ken!
15 feet and be my guest.
I would like to take my scimitar out
Mm-hmm.
and gently poke the little pouch. Just poke to see if anything happens.
Okay. Well, let's see. If you're poking, as you put the scimitar in and poke, you hear suddenly a loud pop and snap from the left-hand inner side of the safe, and a small burst of flame is across it. It doesn't do anything to the pouch and doesn't do anything to the watch, but the papers on the other side ignite
Hope those are
and burn up pretty quickly as smoke starts to pour out of the safe.
Uh,
Do I have? I need to check a spell. I thought.
I didn't prepare create water or anything like that. Dang it.
I need to check create bonfire because I think I can put out a fire. Let me pull up the spell here real quick.
Sure. Yep.
No. Oh, no.
No, just light it. That would be control flames that would let me do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, get it out of there. Just scoop it all out right now. Just do it.
You do it.
Fine. And I will reach in there and quickly scoop out, grab the pouch and the gold watch and the papers.
Okay. Papers
I
are mostly
scoop it all out.
ash. Okay, you go just.
The papers have been burned.
Yep. But the other two things you're able to scoop out. Watch is a little bit hot, but not so bad yet. You're able to kind of get a decent grip on the
Yeah,
chain.
fire damage resistance. So,
Oh, perfect. Right. Yeah. For you, it's these little smoke comes off that you see Thaxel, and you're like, oh, she's just a and takes the pouch out.
Okay.
I toss her the pouch, and I hide the watch upon my person, and then I come. I start staggering towards the doorway, going, "Oh my goodness!" And letting the smoke drift out of the door. I looking for a servant.
Nice.
Oh, at this point, I'm going to, since I have it, where is it? I'm going to disguise self as one of the halflings. That takes my spot. And then I run ahead of Dina. I'm kind of like doing this, like to try to get her to go away. And I start running. There's a fire! There's a fire! Ah!
Nice.
I'm like this one now.
Sweet. I'll have you do.
I would have closed everything up, by the way.
Okay, you closed it all back up.
Yeah, it's like slam.
Okay. Just first, Dina, if you can do a sleight of hand check and Thaxel the perception, to have that swipe of the watch sorted.
Perception.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see a thing, Thaxel. Yep, you successfully right in your pocket as you're tossing the pouch to her. Let's go! And you shift down into your disguised self into one of those halflings.
Yes.
Fire! And
That's what I'm doing.
Dina, what do you
Like
want
I've
to
never
do?
seen it before.
Are you all right? Are you all right? I saw the smoke. Are you all right? Are you all right, dear?
I don't even know. There's just all the smoke. I don't know what to do.
Couple come running up. What's it? Is it? Oh, the pantry.
Yeah. I was just walking by, and this, we're just trying. I don't know what to do.
Go get the masters. Let them know.
Okay. And I just run away and I'm just yelling, fire, fire, fire!
Ma'am, you need to get to safety, one of them says to you. To Dina.
I believe
Dina.
I believe Ari. I'm a guest of Aries. I'll go see if I can find her.
Please do. We'll take it from here.
Thank you.
And I'm just running, like, just crazy. That's all I do. I don't even know where I'm going. I'm just yelling, fire!
Nice.
And seeing if I can catch a lot of people's attention to where they're running the other way.
Okay.
And then I want to duck behind a statue.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, you do. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. Nice. You get a few people, mostly, servants and such of the household that are running out but where? And, they run down and stuff until you. Awesome.
I go in the room where Rhea was.
Okay. All right, Dina, you return to that room safe and sound.
Is the safe room right off of the room that Rhea is in?
It's down a hallway and around the corner. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, like Rhea was here, and then you had to go get to the.
Okay.
And so you go down instead of taking a right to the safe room, you would have taken a left. You go down that hallway and you're running down that corner and you see back down a different route, the room with Rhea and everyone. You can see all the couches way down the hall, 100 feet or so, where you finally have some time and with no one around, we're able to get behind a statue and shift back.
Okay. Yes.
I think I was in the room with where Rhea is.
Mm-hmm.
I think
so. You're waiting for your chocolate cake.
Yes. Yeah. So did I see her run into the room?
No.
Okay. I'm just sitting on the couch wondering, like, why is someone yelling to that?
Yeah, so pretty much I come back to my giant lizard form and I kind of, just nonchalantly come out like, what the hell's happening?
Aries, like, what are you all doing? I know this was you.
I was walking down the hallway. I was looking for a bathroom. Wanted to get bathed. There was smoke coming from under a door. The halfling comes running out, screaming, fire, fire, fire. I make sure the halfling is okay. The servants show up. I come in here and...
I have been here this whole time.
You can both make a deception check if you want. Let me just see where her modifier is.
I am not good at this. Okay.
Malagus, you're just sitting in the corner. Kind of listening. Oh! Well, yeah, it doesn't matter what her modifier is. Yeah. She just sit down. She walks down the hall towards like the smoking room. And comes back maybe 10 minutes later. She seems to have sorted things out and I know what's in that room and it's really no skin off their back, but let's just limit it to that, okay? That's not really important stuff to them, but can't take too much stuff. They're gonna know, and they're my employers, taking care of me for.
Are you blaming me of stealing?
Yes.
And I walk away.
I'm sorry. I think that's exactly what she would have said. Like in the same tone. Yes.
Neat. That's highly affronted. Turns to walk away elsewhere.
I'm very offended.
He sits down, kind of face palms for a minute. Okay.
I'm gonna go take a bath and pretend that none of this happened. I need to find some clean clothes.
I'm gonna not to make this sound weird. I'm gonna follow Dina, but not like in the bath. Just gonna kind of follow
Mm-hmm.
because I mean she needs, I did make a deal. I honor my deals.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So in the bag that you just took from the safe, let's see. Actually, I'm gonna see which one that got.
Oh yeah, I don't know how much was in the first pouch either.
Actually, like while you're walking, you have time to kind of look at both pouches.
Yeah.
The pouches are identical. So the one that you got off the tray in the room has 225 gold pieces.
Can I say? I pull out my pouch and say, "Can I see that one for a minute?" And I just kind of weigh them both in my hands, going, pretty much identical. So
I think she's following you thus far, unless you want to be like next to her, Saxel. Like if you're close enough for her to see, then definitely. But if you were behind enough, then you can.
I mean, all I know is that I got offended. I saw Dina leaving, so I'm just kind of following. I don't know where she's going.
Gotcha. I'll say Thaxel, you probably, or Dina, Thaxel's probably far enough behind you where you don't spot her just yet. Probably following, but so yep, there's that much gold, and there's 14 silver, and then in the bag that you just found, there are 280 gold pieces and 17 silver pieces.
And 17?
17
silver. Okay.
So you guys can do what you want with.
How much was in my pouch total? I know it was between 200 and 250.
Oh, right, yeah.
As soon as she got into the bathroom, that was what she was going to be.
Ah, nice. Okay. It is. Oh, you guys are.
Are they doing this in the room that Ray is in?
No, they left.
No.
Yeah, I got offended and I left.
213 gold pieces and 13 silver pieces in that one, Dina.
Okay.
I got the bigger pouch.
Ari is still keeping guard over Rhea just to make sure people aren't opening up the blankets. Back or something.
I guess I catch up to Dina. Wait, are you in the bath right now?
She would have gone into the bathroom before she opened the pouch, yeah.
I walk into the bathroom.
I just look at Thaxel.
Hey, you want your money?
Yes.
I'm not good at math.
It's all right, I am.
We had a deal. There is 250 gold in this pouch.
Okay.
I don't know what your half is.
Half is 125. That would make 40. We'll call it 110.
Okay. So I fish out 110 gold pieces and hand it to Dina.
So we're doing a straight 60-40 split on this?
Yes.
That's fair. I pull out the pouch that I took off the tray. There's 180 in this. So a 60-40 split of that. Oh, let me think. 2/3 would be 90 for me. No, wait, 180.
Wait, so you're doing it off of your tray? Off of the tray for the room?
No, off of the pouch that I took from the tray. Yeah. Because we got 2 pouches off the trays. I took 1.
Right, and I took the other, but I was splitting the one that we took from the safe.
Oh, okay. Are we doing it? Do you want to do a straight 60-40 split on the rest of it? And then,
What about the rest of the party? Are we going to not give them any? Because I'm okay with that.
well, I mean, they know we have 2 pouches. So if
We kind
I
of know
take
you do have gold.
if I take 60 off of this one,
Okay.
and you take 60 out of that one, we take 240, put it together. That's what they split between them.
I really like how you think. I do. Let's do it.
All
Okay.
right.
Stupid math. Okay.
How much are they leaving for us to split?
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna
More
take,
gold.
I'm
Split it
gonna
amongst
take
yourselves.
I'm gonna take 100 out of the pouch that I have that I got off the tray, leaving 113 plus the 13 silver. That'll go
Yeah.
to the
Oh,
rest
yeah.
of the
I
party.
wasn't counting the silver because I figured that was just silver.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
I'll
Okay,
say that you
okay.
guys sort of divvied up. We can sort out like the actual amounts after, but for now
Yep.
you kind of sort it out, and you, you know, much
Yeah.
lighter pouches as you finish calculating.
And so I had heard the pouch and say, "Now I am going to take a bath. So unless you're planning to wash my back, please leave." And I hand her the pouch that's got 80 gold left and 13 silver left in it.
80 gold and 13 silver.
Uh-huh.
So my half would be, let's see, 80, and then we'll split the rest, right?
No, I already took my 60 off of it. And you're going to take 60 off of the pouch that you took off the tray.
Which was the 225.
And then there's 40, so the 40% that's left in that, plus the 40% that's left in the second pouch. Those
Oh
are
my
the 2
God.
pouches that we give the rest of the party.
You
to.
lost me. I'm no.
We'll sort it out after
We'll
the
sort
stream,
it out later.
and I'll let you do like
40%.
rolls to see if you feel it's legit or not.
Yeah.
His Nina's.
Yeah.
It's great.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
We'll do
Awesome.
the accounting later, but yeah.
Okay. Done.
All right.
Done.
So you guys, finished that. Dina, you were able to take a very relaxing bath, luxury bath salts and everything else that's in there.
The oils. Make sure that the clothes have been sent off to be cleaned and come back. And
Yep.
Yep.
Falcon, your chocolate cake comes out and it's delicious. Yes. Moist, rich, decadent chocolate. It's better than you could have dreamed. Yes.
I remember when they first made chocolate.
This is my first chocolate cake. Let's see. All right. Well, other than that, you guys, are able to rest. You don't really have anything else to do. Something with Rhea, but that's, you guys would know that she's not here, so Ari, I'll cover that next session that you're in. I will just say for now, Ari, you have a sort of a restless night of sleep. Stuff are brewing. So the next day comes around. Next morning.
Oh, so we took a long rest?
Yes, unless there's anything else that you guys want to do.
No, I just wanted my 1 spell slot back.
Neat. You've got it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So you all have little bits of info and things, or rather, I'll say that Ari gets everyone in the morning, has some servants call for each of you to her quarters, which are modest by these standards, but by most standards, it's still a really big room. Creature comforts in there. Does anyone not want to report to her room when she beckons?
To Ari's room?
Yes.
Yeah. 1, that's a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah.
And 2, I'm not a servant.
Nice. Okay. Rhea can't. We'll say Rhea's in Ari's room. Thaxel.
And
you
I
got
would have sent that note to the house lady, to the lady of the house. the night before.
Okay. You've, supplied that request, the letter, to one of the servants that brought it to her. And I'll say probably in the actually I'll jump back to you, but yeah, before while everyone else is doing their things. Thaxel, were you when called by servant to Ares? Were you headed there?
I will be super late.
Okay.
I'll
Nice.
go.
Mhm.
I'll go, but reluctantly, because she had given me the 3rd degree like the other night.
Right?
During watch.
And Demalagus?
I'll go, but I won't be.
I'll be there promptly.
Okay. I'll say, Demalagus, you arrive first. You see Rhea laid out on one bed, sleeping comfortably, tucked under the blankets, wings, everything sort of under the blankets. It's up to here. And Aerie, turns, well, you made it. You're the first to arrive. We've got some planning to do, so pull up a seat. Food brought to us. And there's some stuff to nibble on. Falcon arrives later, and Aerie says, look, I get that we're sort of stuck together for now, but I've got stuff I need to do. I imagine you guys have things you need to do. I think we need to sort out, like, our priorities. As we have to be. What do you all have in your on your docket? I mean, should we make prisoner first priority? And so far, she's just talking to Demalagus and
Well, I kind of want to not die. So that's basically all I have.
Well,
and then figuring out if my friend is actually, despite your belief.
Yeah, she dead. But I guess you never know, right? Sometimes.
Yep.
Sometimes. Malgus, since you dragged us all into this, what have you got? We going to the prison first? You have something else you need to tackle here?
So, I'll be heading to Mogren's Embrace after I get done eating. If you all want to live, you should probably come with me. If not, it's your choice. This is the best move for our survival. As much as these deep dwarves may be able to protect you within their walls, the Illithid will be able to find you. It is dangerous if we delay any longer.
Hear her go into her mind for a minute, recalling something that she witnessed. Something that gives her that look of fear. Vaxel arrives. You made it. Good. We're sorting out what we need to do. So far, we're thinking prison first.
I'm 15 minutes behind because I've been wandering the hallways asking servants where Ares' room is.
Okay.
Should we get some supplies first, just to be safe, and then just like a quick potions, stuff like that?
Yeah, a couple levels up. There's there's a place we can do that.
I like the supply run. I need to stock up on a couple of potions.
We can head up to Modrigan's Belly. That's the commerce. I'm going to jump over to Dina as you just before you went to this, you were tied up with the woman y'all met earlier.
Mm-hmm.
My notes. Here we go. So you find Lady Grimfury, or she calls for you. A servant shows you to a den of sorts, and you enter, and she's looking at some books on a shelf. She turns to you and says, "Well, I'm glad you could make it."
Thank
Oh.
you again for your hospitality and your generosity.
Indeed, indeed. You your letter said. Expand on that, would you please? What exactly is it you're looking for?
Well, I was doing some research into my family and was
Please
given the name of
important.
a contact.
Hmm.
And unfortunately, events conspired against me that I was not able to meet up with them while I was down below. And, well, the urgency of the situation and Aries' need. So now there are circumstances that prevent me from going back there, given the current situation down there. And I'm hoping that
Yeah.
perhaps maybe you can help me.
Well, I may. What is it? What is it exactly that you need?
I need to know how to find the ancestor responsible for these. And I flip back the hood and expose the horns and then the tail.
Well, we certainly believe that family is important.
Indeed.
Lineage. I can ask around and see if I can find someone that might be familiar with tracing lineage.
Well, I do know that there was a contract made a long time ago, very long time ago, between an ancestor and a certain denizen of the lower realms, shall we say.
Well, yes.
If you have a contact that might perhaps be able to provide me with an introduction into a circle that would get me a little closer, would be appreciated.
That will likely be more doable. Most of our scholars are familiar with dwarven ancestry. Not your unique situation, but I'll see what I can do.
I kind of brush my fingers back and expose the scales that are running along the hairline.
Nice.
Yes, it is a bit unique.
Indeed. Well, I'm not one to give away help freely, but I imagine I can still do that, and then I think we'll be even.
That's fair. Thank you.
Okay. He doesn't say anything about the fire.
Once I'm done, then if that's in the morning, then I'll go find Aries' room.
Okay. She bids you good day, and you arrive shortly after. You see Thaxel and Valken and Demalagus and Ares sort of sitting in a corner of the room with Rhea in the bed, all discussing, what their needs are. Ares talking about this the relic you all found. This, what did you call it, Demalagus? This Kari's Eye? I think we need...
the Kari's Eye.
Yes? Do you know anything about its history or lore?
Do I?
No, not really. You were given like the name and like a description, but you don't really know.
Okay.
You know what? Actually, let's roll for it. Go ahead and roll a history check in case you learned about it in the uni days.
Let's do that. Okay, this would be history.
History, please. Mm-hmm.
Lovely.
Nope. Just not sure. So,
No, I don't know a lot about it, other than its name, its vague physical description, and that it was an important relic, disappeared into the Shadowfell, and just returned.
well, among our priorities, we should add research into. And if we know what we're dealing with, perhaps we can be a little safer with it, or maybe even use it to our benefit. Powerful as it seems to be, we can't be even stronger.
What exactly does it do?
Well, not sure about you. I think, Malachus, you might have mentioned it had this vision, watery vision. It was underwater, huge city. From a tower in the city, I felt this knowledge sort of entered my mind. And it was, invasive and creepy, and I really didn't like it, but I did end up with this new skill.
I had a dream as well. Came along with the same thing. So it gave us dreams, but what does it do? Why is it so sought after?
That's what I want. Yes. Very good. I think after maybe the prison, at least, I think that might be our second thing to seek, but I mean, I'm nobody's boss. Just my take on it.
I'm just happy to avoid the attention of certain individuals who we've already gathered their attention.
Well, yes. When we're ready, I think Demalagus is headed straight over to the prison, unless anyone has anything else they want or need to do. Really think we should head over there. Maybe we can leave Raya here with a note or something talking about where we're going in case. I've got a lot of questions for her.
Yeah. You can go shopping afterwards.
I would like to go shopping. Actually, I'm really interested. Is there anywhere in the vicinity that I can get poison?
Oh, I'm sure there is.
I need.
It's just about everything up in Modrigan's belly.
I would like to head there. Now, thanks.
Enough?
I mean, if that's okay with everybody else. I don't know what y'all are doing.
Mm-hmm.
But we can go to this prison thing or whatever after I stock on supply.
Well, this prison thing is what's going to keep from the. And Dina does this from watching every little move that we make.
Well, there's not gonna be much use for rescuing him if we just end up dead when we get there.
Fair.
And, we almost had somebody die last time. So.
That's because somebody was careless.
Well,
I forgot to mention we had one of these.
One of what?
Aries like, yes, I really want to know more about that.
Yeah. Fine. Let's go pick up a few supplies, and then we can. Are we breaking him out?
Oh yes, are we? Is this a prison break?
God, I hope not.
Or is it more of a prison visit.
Airy, I get Airy
Maybe
having some
conjugal.
knowledge. Yeah. Woo! I'll tell you what I need.
I'm 4 and I don't know what that means.
Falcon.
What?
Well,
You see,
I'll explain it later.
yeah, the
Well,
owls and the bees.
You're gonna draw pictures.
I find that visual aids come in handy, but most people
Me
tend
too.
to be hands-on and learners.
His wings kind of close around him. I think
Oh my
Ari would
God.
probably, being familiar with this, roughly familiar, having lived here for a year and a half. Well, I mean, we can probably get in and for a visit. I mean, I don't know about all of us, but I do hold some sway. Be prepared in case they say it's just one or two of us, but I think I could probably get us. You know, it's just the 4 of us, 5 of us.
And we're perfectly harmless.
It would be difficult to break someone out of there, so let's hope that's not the case. It's not impossible. Maybe we've got the goal to do the bribes necessary to make it easier, but let's go find out. We should be able to visit first and see what they need.
All right.
From what I've heard, Hez can do work. They were almost in the rune maker family. And she sees like sort of puzzled face because she hasn't actually given any exposition on that. Right. The rune maker family is one of the secondary houses here. They do all the arcane management for the city. I guess Hez got a bunch of people killed trying to.
What was the name again?
Rune maker family.
Rune Maker.
Yeah.
Like RUNE or
RUNE. Yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
Rune maker.
And yeah, from what I've heard, actually, but she had something to do. It was a while ago, trying to get into that family and beat them to some recently unearthed arcana, something, relic or something along those lines. I don't know. There's so many different stories about it now. Something about not doing a good enough job. Everyone killed or died or something like that. Really backfired on them. Big news for a while.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing that can ruin a family for a long, long time.
Dreamed a little too big, I think, that one. I don't know. I've never met them myself or heard much other than stories. I think we can at least visit.
All right. I guess.
Okay. Well, let's go then. If we're ready, everyone fueled up.
Yep. Who's writing the note for Angel person over here?
I will. I got a paper and quill and I think the note, folds it up, just puts it inside of her hand. She's okay, good. She pats it, pat. Okay, good to go.
Like, is she gonna be okay here, or?
Yeah, no one really bothers me in here. I kind of creep a lot of people out.
No.
Yeah, well.
You don't say.
Is it because of all the things in your head?
Or is it because you're just a creepy little 13-year-old girl?
A little both. Maybe, you know.
Yes.
I mean,
Right.
did you see her? No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to, because she's not here. So, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's not too long a walk up to Modrigan's Belly. Let's do this.
Cool.
Walk pushes past and there. So on the map for all right, you head back through past the bath there, back into the stairwell and up, and up to the this larger section just below the mountain, and it has the 4 different statues in the center, and all the little tiny, well, not on the map they're tiny, but they're huge sections on the around the perimeter that are all these different areas of commerce. Around these 4 statues, there are these 4 moats almost of this superheat, boiling water, the steam coming off of it, and there's this little tiny pathway on all the 4 pads, and each one has a smithy on it. You get that smell as you come up the stairs of the smithy and coal and the heat. You hear the strong clanks of metal as weapons and other items are being forged on here. Aerie as a not over talkative, so she doesn't share too much, but she says, "Well, this is Modrigan's Belly. You can find just about anything you want, in any of the shopping districts, shopping sections around the perimeter. This is where the part of my family, adoptive family here, Grimfuries, do their forging. Only the top members of the Grimfury family are allowed to use the smith. So please, talk down. Just have to blend in with how things. But let's do some shopping. You said poison, right?
Yes.
I think that'd be all the way along the west-hand side. There's a lot of things like that.
I need potions, specifically of the healing kind, since you all seem to put so much stock in them.
That'll be in the same area. It's all alchemy, herbalism, and such, and find things there. Anyone need anything different?
Dina tucks an arm with Baxel to go off with Baxel.
Would there be any pets, animals for sale?
Yes. I think there's usually a couple small vendors set up outside of these buildings, right near where we need to go. It's essentially on the way.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go look. Yeah. And Thaxel and Dina are already walking. She turns. She looks at Demalagus as she turns. Like, anything for you?
Out of character question. Did we split up that gold yet?
Mm-mm.
Because math is hard.
The gold.
Yes, Aerie says. Yes. She calls ahead, and those giant sacks of gold. Can we get our share before we go shopping here?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you needed a share since we were protecting you. And I hand the pouch with the 80 gold and 13 silver to Demalagus.
Okay.
Wait, that was with me. Right.
I turn my head around, like almost fully. Gold.
Nice. That's amazing.
Go.
Aerie's like, I was doing protecting too. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. And I know she doesn't notice anything about the fact. I guess if anyone that was in the room, I guess everyone. So Valken and Demalagus, you could do a perception check to see if you notice the substantially smaller pouches of.
The pouch is the same size.
Just
Weigh
not
as
as
much.
full. Yeah. No, Demalagus, you don't notice anything either.
Oh,
Valken, okay. Valken,
wait,
you're the only.
No, I forgot to add the thing.
Oh, yeah.
My perception is, what's my perception? My perception's a +2.
You notice that there's
yeah,
a slight
21.
difference in how full the pouch is. But no one else does. Avery didn't notice the thing.
Hey, these pouches are smaller.
Well, I already took my share out. Of course they're
Seems
smaller.
a little large of a share.
Really? You know how much was in there before?
No, but it's smaller.
they were a little
Substantial
stingy.
more.
They were a little stingy with their gold.
Nice.
They do not appreciate us bringing people back to their home.
Dina, you can make a deception check with advantage because that was a really compelling argument. And Valken, you can do a an insight check just to see, but you just have to roll standard. Ah! And you've got to beat a 23.
Oh, thank God for advantage.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Like, you didn't see how much was in there, and if she took her share, I mean, it could make sense. Well,
So the 80 gold, I'm sorry, the 80 gold was from Dina's share, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
and you kept,
the pouch that Dina had 213 gold and 13 silver in it.
okay.
Okay. She took out she left 80 gold in it. Let me do the math real quick. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, no, I can't do
200.
math after like
I know.
9.
She took out 123 of that.
mhm.
Okay.
And then so I'll put that on her inventory. And then there was the pouch that you got out of the
The safe,
safe.
yes. And so there was 280 in there. I told you 250,
Right.
and then I gave you well, there was the percentage was
120 or something?
110,
110.
gold.
That's what it was.
Yeah, 110, I think was what we figured out.
but then I have it marked down as 170. I don't know why.
Yeah, because that's the remainder. That's everything.
That's
Yeah.
You gave her Dina 110. It left 170.
for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I put me.
Mm-hmm. And then the third bag, you divvied up too. But I guess how much is left for the people out of the two bags?
So with the first bag that we got from the tray, I
Mhm.
had that one had 225 in it,
Mhm.
and we were going to do the 60-40. So whatever 60%, that's mine. I'll put the 40% in with the 80 gold. If
Okay.
someone wants
So
to-
it's 80 gold to split among the other four. Right?
well, I mean, no. That's the first bag that Dina had.
Right. The first bag has 80 in it, and then but the second bag has how much left in it?
225.
225.
Times 4.
How much is left in the bag that Thaxel took off the tray that's left after splitting it between Dina and Thaxel? How much is left for the party? Did you save any of that one for the party? Or did you just do a straight up split on that one?
No. We were gonna do a 60-40 for the second or the first bag that I took. 60 will stay with me. 40 will go to the party.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
Right.
That's probably the easiest thing to.
Okay. How much gold is that for the party from that bag then? The 40%.
Let's see, 225 to
It's 90.
90.
90.
So there's a total of
Okay.
170 for the rest of the party to
Right.
split. A pouch of 80 and a pouch of 90.
They take the two pouches out. Well,
And Rhea doesn't obviously need gold.
unconscious. Aries like, I don't know if we should bother giving Rhea any because really that was a lot of manual labor to get her here, and we kind of saved her life if you think about it. She wouldn't have survived
That's
down
true.
there. So I think maybe just the 3 of us should. Or thankfully, you haven't actually said that you took your share yet, so they're like, so the 4 of us should split it.
Sure. Yes.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. I mean, I know that. I mean, really, I only need just a little for my poison. I will be generous and let y'all have a little bit more than me.
That's kind. Okay.
Could I insight check that?
Well, I mean, you can, but I think even if you succeed, she is being generous with the share that she could have taken.
I am.
Well, what do you say then that there's 50 for the 3 of us, and then you keep the 20? That should buy you your poison.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. Thank you, darling.
Good. Thank you.
So I got an
Surprise.
extra. I mean, really, I'm only here for the so gold is not. Yeah.
So, Demalagus, you have 50 gold from that, and Valken and Airy. 20. Okay.
I'm so rich.
I know.
It's amazing. It's been like the best night ever.
Oops, no, wrong thing. That's why I can't find it. You guys are heading over, and you see. You wouldn't see that here, but you do see. Oh gosh, the time. Okay. In the commerce square, you do find the area for all the poisons, and just outside Valken, you get a little, excited and make a hoot. Just kidding. About a pet stand, and there are a lot of different exotic type animals. Some, you're not sure all of these will remain pet size. But there's a very, very old dwarf, white hair, very weathered face, looking to sell, and he has a sign up in front that says, looking for adventurers. Pay, good pay. He sees you kind of excitedly looking at the things. Well, how can I help you, son?
I was wondering if you have any ferrets?
Ferrets. Well, we've got all sorts of creatures here. I had a ferret recently. Let's see if it's still around. Oh, wow, 20. And he kind of, looks at you and your comrades passing by. I do have a ferret here. Listen, I don't suppose you and your ilk here are the adventuring type, are you?
We are.
Are you familiar with, gosh, am I familiar with it? Because now I can't think of the name.
Oh, no.
Womp womp. What's up here? All right. Are you familiar with Crestwood? Which you're not. You don't know. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't.
Am I with him?
You're all like in the area, so yeah, you'd hear that.
Okay, okay, so I'm just gonna kind of listen a little more intently.
I'm in need of some adventurers to go and collect something for. The very rare, very valuable eggs that are laid just once every 10 years. And I'm a little too old to do it myself. But I'm paying well. You're looking at about 2,000 gold pieces to collect them and bring them back here safe, no cracks, unharmed, and kept warm long. Need 2 eggs.
I hear 2,000 gold, and I'm leaning in.
Nice. It's dangerous now. There's
along with rare eggs.
Nice. They're their hatching grounds, their nesting grounds are in the mountainside. It's a little difficult to get to. These old bones won't take me there any longer. And there's some mountain creatures that make it a little bit difficult. But if you're have enough friends by your side and enough strength to make it through, it's a pretty good pay.
What exactly are we getting eggs from?
And
Well,
at this point, I walk up.
Nice. Well, something I can rightly talk about here. And that's part of the price. It's nothing deadly, but something dangerous and rare. If anyone hears me talk about it, I'll be giving you folks the actual location without working up an agreement first.
Is there like a tent behind him?
Yeah, it is. It's like a
Okay.
small stand. It's probably 15 feet wide, maybe 15 feet deep. A wooden stand, some wooden poles up, holding like an awning out over it. It's against the wall where the door is. Go into the porch.
Okay, so I kind of like walk around and I grab his arm and I just start pushing him back into the tent.
Hi, lass. What is it? What
What
is
do
it?
you know about What do you know about Crestwood?
Well, not much about the city itself, but it's just north of it in the eastern mountain range there, Crestwood Mountains. And it seems to be a nice place. I stopped there, used to rest and fuel up before getting these eggs in years past.
It's not a nice place.
Oh,
No.
seemed kind of, looking at you like, I'm too old for this. I was gonna retire into now.
Oh, it
Nice. But
Sorry.
I mean, I think they'd welcome you and your friends. And he kind of looks at Demalagus and the motley crew. The kind, understanding folk there. You don't have to stop there. I just can make a really good profit on those eggs, and it's usually decent work for adventurers.
Can I maybe do an insight check real quick just to
Sure.
see if he's, I don't know, I don't trust him. I don't trust a lot of people, so let's see.
A good policy.
Insight. Yeah.
Yeah, he seems. I mean, he seems to be telling the truth about being too old to do this. For a dwarf, he's not cowering, but he's clearly kind of weak, and his one leg's a little wobbly as you've got him in this clawed grip. And he seems to know his business and seems to think it's a fair price for level of danger. He's been up front.
It's a lot better than Grandpa's thinking.
Well, take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. I just, you seemed like you were a strong bunch of folk, and this might be in your wheelhouse.
I'm sorry, what kind of eggs are we going after again?
I not at liberty to say. Nothing too
Then
dangerous.
how do we know what to get?
Oh, I'll have a sketch or two for you. I'll mark a location on your map.
Would I happen to know what these eggs are?
Oh, that's a good question. Go ahead and make a history check, since it's sort of like about that area. You may.
Okay. Maybe.
I really hope these are dragon eggs.
So you're not sure specifically, but you do know that there are a number of fairly rare creatures that use the Crestwood Mountain, either as a home or as part of their migratory pattern, where they come home and they lay eggs. There are hippogriffs. There are dragons, a couple of dragons, nothing ancient or too old, but doesn't quite fit with a dragon because of how frequent this is. This guy said every 10 years. And there's a couple other hippogriff lateral creatures that are magical beasts. Rocks would fit in that description too. Though the danger level he described isn't rock level, because you know that those are very. It was about. I mean, it's kind of a high DC, but with 17, I think you know it's likely something hippogriff adjacent, somewhere around there. Something dangerous, but probably wise.
Okay. All right. Well, I kind of take my hand off of his shoulder and kind of look back and be like, I think we should go. It's 2,000 gold.
I'll throw your ferret in for free too.
Oh. Oh, I don't need a ferret.
Hey, I need a ferret.
There's a bunch of little creatures in cages around that are like screaming and screeching and you know, trying to get your attention, just being cages.
there's a barking. Oh.
Yes.
A barn owl. Oh.
Did we get his name?
Not yet. Nope.
I'll ask.
I've already threatened him enough.
Nice. As you walk up to Malagus, he kind of says, "Interested?"
Yes, I think we would be. We have a bit of business to take care of. Could I have your name? I'm Demalagus.
Oh, pleasure. My name is Marcus Bidtrot. Puts a, you know, the clumpy hand out.
I'll shake it.
Yes, pleasure to make your acquaintance. So you seem, let's see if you notice, seem to be of the arcane persuasion. You're familiar with magical contracts? Protects both parties. You make sure you get your gold, and make sure you don't run off with the goods.
Yes, I am.
Good. Be working out the details of one of those, and you don't have to worry about not getting paid. You'll bring the eggs back. But what do you all say?
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'll do it.
A voice from behind you says, what are we all doing? And you turn around and you see, in very finely dressed, you know, leather roguish type attire, big wings behind her back, glowing eyes, Rhea has caught up. And that's where we'll end the session tonight.
Oh, goodness.
Right.
She better be here next time to answer our questions.
I don't want to have her pass out again, but I will.
Oh wait, I have wings. Ah!
Yeah, she's got her own set of questions and stuff, and I'll probably, between this week and next, you know, kind of go over like if she had any questions for the people. I don't know. She's gonna wake up in a strange place and have a note and be like, "Where am I? You know, what's going on?" So I might work that out with her, but she did say she should be able to make it next week.
Okay.
So,
yay!
Awesome. That'll be great.
Neat. Thanks for your patience, guys. I know we ran a bit over there, so thank you for toughing it out. And I'll try not to do that. I know a lot of you, it's late for such, and I know everyone has their own set of plans. So thank you. You little point with that. Neat. All right. Oh my goodness. So, thanks, players. Awesome. Tons of fun.
Yes.
Exciting role play.
Dina has money she wants to go spend.
I know. I'm so excited.
I know.
We
You made out like
this
a
week.
And you made out like
Yes.
a bandit too.
I know, man.
It's fun, like with the All Evil campaign, because I imagine an entirely different system's going to work. Everyone's going to start mistrusting each other at one point with money. We're divvying it up now.
Not as long as we keep rolling well.
yeah. I was like,
Nice.
oh my gosh, you got away with the pocket watch, Dina, and then the percentages, and then all the other stuff. Like, this is amazing. And then you totally fooled Valken with it. It's great. It makes for interesting stuff.
It does. I'm excited.
At some point, we're gonna get like some pocket of like 200 platinum, and somebody's gonna like make off with like 180 platinum. And be like, yeah,
Wow, we got 20
Perfectly
platinum.
fun.
Yeah, can you believe
Just,
it?
like roll like a nat 20 on deception.
Oh my goodness.
Nice.
Yes.
We should you guys can kind of expect some I know that there's the prison thing here, and you'll as you progress kind of through that story and whatever else you guys decide to pick up, you'll start seeing some of your personal stuff kick in soon. You decide you've all got things to do here and nearby. You'll get some word on some of those deets and hooks for some stuff to start seeping in, which is always for me once you get your personal stuff worked in there too.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting.
Yeah.
All right, Stoner. All right, what have we got? And thank you, chat, for hanging out. And Steph, thanks for being hilarious. Warforged Steph, you're so hilarious. All right, well, I hope you all have a great night, and we'll you catch us here every Tuesday night from 10 to 1 a.m. Eastern time, and for Stormfall Friday nights Eastern, but so you can look forward to that Friday, and then get back to our evil goodness on Tuesday, and kind of cycle back and forth. Neat.
Yeah.
All right, well, hope you all have a great night. We'll catch you soon. Take care, everybody.
Awesome.
Bye, everybody.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.